But what I mean that wherever you can save your energy of thinking, you should. For small things, there is no need to have for varieties. And this country, as I have told you before, that every tap has to be different, every handle is to be different, every tile has to be different. What is the need? What has to be different is artistic things. Sari has to be different because it is artistic. But what is in a stitching of a blouse? There's no art in it involved. So whatever is artistic can be different, but whatever is mundane need not. In the machinery, why should you have different types of things? You go mad. You go to a shop, there are 20 types of things. You don't know which one to buy. All made by a machine only. This is good, that is good. Then another fellow, he comes, he says, not good. Then you feel hurt. But if you have for mundane things, few things is better, that you do not take too many headaches upon yourself. So best thing to avoid all these problems is to use your new awareness of vibrations. So you save your energies. Your energies must be saved. And they can be saved if you do not pay attention to things which are not your style, where you don't have to go. Just see vibrations. If I go for shopping, I go shopping for various reasons, as you know. One is to put my vibrations there. Another is to put also vibrations on the people who are in the market. Thirdly is to look at all the things so my vibrations go on to them. Fourthly, to buy something to be given to others. But if I like something, it is only through vibrations and I buy it somehow, because it is to be given to someone or something has to be done later. I just buy it, keep it, it comes very handy. That is how your attitude should be. But on the contrary, if you just go on, I like this, I don't like it, about your wife, about your jobs, your everything, you will be uncertain. These days in America, people are very funny about their jobs also. I have to touch these points because you will face this problem. Today they are doing some job, I don't like it. I don't like my boss, another job. Then they go to another job, they change it. Then third job, change it. They like to change, all the time. It's maddening, I tell you. So steady yourself. In your jobs, in your houses, to steady yourself, you must learn not to change. The change makes you unsteady. Do you see the point? So there is no question of changing. I am going to go through it. Then, if it is necessary, if it is not workable, then one can change. When we say we have become our own guru, we should really try to find out with our introspection, are we our guru or not? Because before this, your mind was on one side and your heart was on another side and your attention was in another dimension. So these three things were creating confusion within you. If you understand a human being, then you will be surprised to see how these three things act separately in a human being. And sometimes they fight also. First is your intellect and your mind. Second is your heart, your feelings, your emotions. And the third one is your attention. In these modern times, this confusion is the worst because all the time your attention is outside. It could be towards beautiful things or beautiful women or beautiful men or all kinds of nonsensical way of wasting your energy. Such attention then is absolutely like a horse which is let loose. You cannot control such an attention. And this attention runs wild from one to another. It's a fashion also. It's sort of a very popular thing to keep the attention moving all the time. But this attention that has to be towards the divine, towards the Almighty, is just being frittered away. Thus, attention doesn't grow its own roots. First is to find out about yourself. Where does your attention go? What makes you feel like looking after or concern or attention? You see, the attention comes from various problems, and could be your upbringing where you are not controlled, could be your education, could be your atmosphere in which you live. So this attention is being attacked by all these outside energies or negative forces, and it gets entangled. Like a river flowing straight into the ocean can get lost in a barren place. In the same way, this attention, which has to go towards the divine, gets frittered away. Unfortunately or fortunately, we are born in these modern times. And in these modern times, as you know, it's a very chaotic condition. In these chaotic conditions, you don't know what is right and what is wrong. And there are all kinds of attractions which can take away your attention and reduce the energy of your attention. It is possible more for the people who are very right-sided. Also, the left-sided people can be very much affected. Right-sided people, as you know, go up to a point and become extremely dry, self-opinionated, and aggressive. All their attention is in aggression. While the people who are on the left side are indulging too much into their own whims and their desires and their own temptations. Both sides can fritter away your attention, which is the most important. It is the most valuable thing is your attention. But the attention cannot be controlled by a person who doesn't have a weak mind or a weak heart. Now supposing you take somebody who is a very intelligent person. The intelligent person puts all his attention in capturing the attention of others. I don't know why, but it's a kind of a paradox. The person who himself is having such a lot of aggressiveness and all that, tries to be very sweet, tries to be very nice with people, just to keep good relations, or we can say the good behavior towards people, so that they pay attention to that person. This is a very subtle thing. They are not even aware about it, that we do such a thing just to make others pay attention to us. That is how we have seen that in these modern times, so many stupid things people do just to attract the attention of others. But I'm just pointing it out how in the modern times you have to be very careful that you should not try to attract the attention of others. Instead of that, what you have to do is to pay attention to others in a very subtle way, not with any expectation that if you are paying attention to somebody, that person should pay attention to you. It's a very big struggle I've seen.